Magic the Gathering's reserve list continues to hold its own. Let's do a market watch update and see how they're doing. Hey guys, welcome back. MTG Moxman here. If you're new to my channel and you're somehow finding me out there in the cyber universe that is YouTube, well, thanks a lot for deciding to check out my content today. I really hope you guys enjoy it. Smash that subscribe button, join in the fun, help us reach our goal of 10,000 subscribers. It's going to be awesome. All right, market watch update time. Here we go with reserve list cards. Let's take a look and see how a variety of these cards are doing now that things have settled down and money has moved into Modern Horizons 2 and money has gone left, right, and center for D&D. Let's check this out. Now, the number one card we're going to check is going to be Jusem de Jin. Now, I actually still need this card myself. I don't have one. This was considered the big, the bad, the bold from back in the day. A 5/5 for 4 was beast. I know they did like a Phyrexian guy who did basically the same thing. But this is Arabian Nights, classic card, small print run. And you look at this at $3,500 Canadian, $3,100 in the US, and $2,198 is the average price in the EU. Guys, these cards are expensive. And these aren't even Gem Mint copies. These are just averages, okay? They can go a lot higher for a Gem Mint. But crazy enough, the sales are steady. This card is changing hands. People are buying this card still. They are building collections, and I know because I'm one of those people trying to get my Arabian Nights collection done before it's too expensive and out of reach. Remember, if you have reserve list cards, hold the line. If you got Arabian Nights, do not sell. Hold those cards. Now, our second card is going to be Unlimited Time Walk. I have a beta picture up because that's what they show when I take a picture thing, but it is unlimited we're talking about. Now, $6,300 in Canada, $4,800 in the US, $3,800 in the EU. The sales are steady, but here's the interesting thing. The collector edition copies, the sales are strong. And they're going for around the $1,200, $1,300 mark, give or take a little bit. But it's very strong. And these are average prices for like between beat up to Gem Mint guys. So it's kind of like an average in between. And on a few platforms I was checking out, plus a few Facebook groups. So this looks roughly what you're going to pay to get one of these cards, okay? It's an expensive endeavor, I realize. But again, even for a regular copy, the sales are still steady. People want power if they can get their hands on it, and it proves the reserve list's resiliency. Okay, it's not going anywhere. As much as people like to think it would, it isn't going to change hands anytime soon. Hold those reserve lists. You see where I'm going with this? It's crazy. All right, next card, Time Vault. Now, I have a couple of these, so I'm all good. I don't need this card in particular, nor do I need the Time Walk. But with the average price of $1,400, and this is unlimited copies again, by the way, $1,400 in Canada, $1,100 in the US, and $985 in the EU. I feel bad for the EU because when you put that in Canadian dollars, it's like $1,800. For people who might be in the UK, EU, over there, guys, you might want to buy in Canada or the US and have it shipped over. It's probably going to be cheaper. Again, collector editions are selling very strong, okay? Like way quicker than they should, and at good prices between $300 and $600. Now, regular editions are selling slow. We're talking 1 or 2 copies a month at this point. So it's really slowed down. There's not a lot of stock on the market, okay? So you can't be too choosy if you're looking for this particular card. But collector edition, I was very surprised. Now, our next card we're going to talk about is going to be Mox Amber. Unlimited, of course. Now, this card's going for $4,400 in Canada. You're looking at $3,900 in the US and $2,600 in the EU. The EU, again, is charging, you know, they're paying higher prices for this type of product. And again, power cards are always kind of steady in sales. It's selling well, it's selling steady, but it's not strong. You're not seeing 2 or 3 sales a day. And there's not that much stock on the market. You might want to check local LGSs to see if any's been turned in, although none seem to be around here when I took a peek, okay? So if you desire this card, you're going to be paying for it, but it is power. I mean, my name is MTG Moxman. This is the kind of stuff I love, right? So good. Can't help myself. Now, the next card, Tanos' Coffin. I've always loved the artwork. I love the card. I love the idea of the card from Antiquities. Now, this card has really risen during this period of the buyout. It really hasn't gone down that much. The average price is $290 in Canada, $220 in the US, and of course $265 in the EU, which actually puts it the highest on here to get that product. And the sales are strong. This card is moving hands a lot, okay? People are picking up copies, and it looks like they're looking for the Gem Mint copies to add to their collections. So kudos to those people who are picking this card up. And for those of you who bought this card when it was like 90 to 100 bucks when I was telling people to buy it, congratulations. It's a great card to get your hands on. And there weren't many collector edition copies available to be bought, so I couldn't get a good feeling for it. but people are buying them up because there's none on the market. So keep an eye out if you're looking for that particular card. This is the time you kind of want to buy it before the next buyout comes and pushes it to 500. All right, guys, our next card is going to be Phyrexian Marauder from Visions. Guys, this card's a great card. Well desired and not expensive. And yes, I hit the microphone again. When you look at this card, you see it for $8 Canadian, $5 in the US, $2.50 in the EU, steady sales, and the price isn't changing. It's just steady, just changing hands back and forth. The price is not being jacked up. So somebody must have bought quite a few and is kind of slowly easing these onto the market. They used to be a lot cheaper. It's not that expensive though. If you're looking for a playset to have some reserve list cards, this might be a card you want to hit up. You got to remember there are ways of using cards like this with counters that can't attack, can't block, by sacking them to do damage, by gaining life with them. There are other effects you can do. So Phyrexian Marauder, welcome aboard to the reserve list here. And you're not very expensive, so kudos. Stay cheap for people so they can buy you and take you away. All right, our next card is going to be Three Wishes. Now, I've always enjoyed this card. I've talked about it before, and the price has settled down. At the average of $8 Canadian, $7 in the US, and only $5 in the EU. All right, it's strong sales, but low. The price is not going up. So somebody had a lot, dumped them onto the market, it looks like, during the whole buyout, and they've been trickling them out across multiple platforms, and there's enough out there that the price is not changing hands. So if you need to get a playset, you're going to be looking at like $36, the cost of like one fetch land, and you'll get four pieces of reserve list. Now again, it isn't as usable in some formats because it does cost 3, but it's still a great fun card with amazing artwork that is on the reserve list, guys. Amazing, okay? Great card, good likability. If you don't have it, I have a playset, so don't worry. But if you didn't have a playset, it might be the time to find some moderately or heavily played ones, get them cheap, and just finish a collection. All right, and the last card we're putting up today is, oh, it disappeared, is going to be Pendril Mists. Now, if you cannot afford a Tabernacle of Pendevale, this is the card I recommended back then. It is a 4 casting cost enchantment. It's amazing, but look what it does. It does the exact same effect as Tabernacle of Pendevale, and some people use them as a combo, by the way, together. Now, $28 Canadian is the average price, 21 in the US and 16 in the EU. This is a very affordable card, and the sales have never stopped. It has stayed steady since 2020 in December. Okay, it went up, low, up, low. It's got a nice rhythm to it, and right now it is very affordable, kind of like Soldevi Excavations. It has a certain clientele of people who want to get their hands on this card for future decks, for future uses in Commander. Great card, okay, and very affordable. Guys, it just proves the reserve list's not going anywhere. The cards are staying steady and strong. Some cards are low on inventory. Some cards aren't selling well because they're the first time they've been hit on the reserve list. We know revised cards are not hitting their mark right now and going down. I still recommend picking up near mint lands if you can get your hands on them. Or Unlimited is starting to dip a little bit. You might want to look at some Unlimited cards as well. All right, guys, thanks a lot for tuning in. This is MTG Moxman. You guys have an awesome day. Hold the line of your reserve list cards, and I will see you all here tomorrow. Have a great one. Hey guys, big shout out to all my patrons out there. Thanks again, guys, for tuning in. And thanks for supporting patrons. You guys are amazing. And for those of you who are looking to get on my Patreon, it is full right now. There is no space. I apologize. I will not be opening it anytime soon. All right, guys, have a great one. It's like seriously hot. Like with the lights and stuff, it's like hot. I know you guys just got here. You didn't want to hear me complain. I get that. But I can't help myself. It's hot. I don't know what's going on in Canada right now, but I am feeling the heat. And the heat is pretty hot. I gotta be honest, it's like more than I thought. You know, sometimes things don't go the way you're thinking, right? And you just don't know. So sometimes you just gotta put things in the 10K box because you don't know what's gonna happen at 10K. We never know what's gonna happen, and that's why you watch till the end, to catch the tidbits. All right, guys, thanks for watching, man. Have a great one today. You guys deserve it.